Shanghai. What's up? Street food Shanghai.
Street food. Street foodies, welcome back to the show! As promised, we are kicking off a series of videos set in one of the most famous cities in China. I'm talking about Shanghai. The girls and I recently took a few days vacation in Shanghai, and I ate some dope local treats that I am super excited to show you over the next few weeks. Let's talk about Shanghai. The name basically translates to on the sea. Shanghai is ranked by some as the most populous city in the world, with 24 million people. Now that rank is disputed, okay? It depends how you measure municipal areas and whatever, but no matter how you slice it, 24 million is a lot of people in one place. It's pretty much the financial center of China, and some might consider it the cultural center as well. It's been around a really long time. The town, which eventually became the city of Shanghai, was originally founded in the year 746, but the region was technically settled around 4000 BC, so to me what makes Shanghai so special in China is its international feel. After the Opium Wars, several treaties resulted in the division of certain parts of Shanghai into different international settlements. The French Concession is one of the more famous examples, and this international flair can be seen in the architecture and design of the city. I mean, they have a Taco Bell, also Disneyland, Cheesecake Factory.
My challenge, a brownie covered in whipped cream.
What do you guys think about this dessert?
Much better.
All that left of our good time left chocolate.
I'm hurting.
Parts of Shanghai feel almost like a different country. At other times, though, it's very clear that you are still in China.
So what's going on, guys?
We're at a movie theater and it's pitch black.
We bought tickets online for the English version of Ferdinand, but we arrive and the entire mall is shut down. Like, there is not an entrance.
It's like the opening to a scary movie.
Yeah, and we walked around the entire building, and I'm like, I saw some stairs over there, and then a guy comes out, and he's like, oh yeah, just go up to the 4th floor. So
We are clearly the only people in this entire establishment.
yes, and there's a picture of popcorn, but there ain't no popcorn.
Well, we have the whole theater to ourselves. Of course, you can't tell in this picture.
Yeah, well,
Because the lights aren't on.
because there's no power. So we're gonna see what happens.
It is still pitch black in here. Hey! Okay, well, this is not working. Back on track, guys. We got a movie now.
We stayed in a friend's house in a residential part of the city, but we spent a fair amount of time exploring tourist spots like the Yew Gardens, temples, and the Bund. The Bund runs along the water across from some of the international cultural areas. There's a great view of the skyline, and it's near to a lot of things for tourists to do. There's a pedestrian tunnel that goes under the water, but it's kind of expensive. You can spot a lot of monuments around here, like the People's Heroes Memorial. There's a steady flow of people throughout this area, which makes sense, because it is quite scenic. We were looking for family stuff to do in the downtown area on the other side of the water, and a lot of people recommended the Shanghai Aquarium. As aquariums go, it was pretty fun. The entrance is right below the base of the Pearl Tower. We decided not to go up the Pearl Tower because of the time commitment. I heard you can get stuck up there waiting hours for the elevator to get back down. But just around the corner from the Pearl Tower, I went looking for a Shanghai institution, Yang's Dumplings, for some Sheng Jian Bao.
Also, that curvy Shanghai building back there.
That's the financial something or other. Yang's is a chain of dumpling shops.
At like noon, there was a line at least 40 people deep right outside this place.
I'm not sure if they exist outside of Shanghai. We definitely don't have them in Xi'an. It's got a pretty limited menu. They just do a few things. They're known for Sheng Jian Bao, which are these pan-fried soup dumplings. The skin is a bit thicker than a jiaozi, but not as fluffy as a baozi, and pan-frying them gives them like a crispy crust on the bottom. I ordered this sampler of all 3 flavors, pork, shrimp, and veggie. 21 RMB, which might sound like a lot, but these things are pretty filling. They give you a receipt, you take it to the window, and you tell them you want that junk dao bao. That means to go. They sprinkle some sesame seeds and green onions on the top of these joints.
So hot.
Oh, no.
That shrimp dumpling burned the nards off of my hand and my mouth.
I have to cut that part. Look like a schmuck.
Those 3 little shrimp are basically lumps of glowing hot coal fire. I'm just saying, eat these things with caution, okay? You can bite a little hole, let some of the steam out, and then slurp out some of the soup. I mean, there are many ways to get down on dumplings, but this is how I do it.
Finding this is quite messy. Inside, you probably can eat them with chopsticks.
I ate at Yang's one other time while we were in Shanghai, so I am a repeat customer. I thought they were pretty good. Next week, I'll show you some other Sheng Jian Bao that I tried from a different place, but as far as my recommendation goes, Yang's is pretty good. It's hot though. Next week, my family and I hit up a Lost Plate food tour to get the lowdown on the snacks of Shanghai, and we visit a chocolate factory. I'm talking about golden tickets all day. Until next week.
Eat it out in the street. Watch out for the red light.
Y'all heard what they said.
Street food.
Just down those dumplings. They're real good. All 3 of them were good. If you like shrimp, you might like the shrimp one the best. Really, all 3 of them were really good. To me, the veggie one and the pork one were real close, and the shrimp was a third, but still, all good. Good Yang's dumplings up in Shanghai. Eat it on the street, y'all.